So, now I'm working on part of the main course. There's going to be a mushroom stew. So I didn't manage to find the English word for it. Small mushrooms, and what often referred to as the gold of the forest. These ones. I absolutely love these ones. Fried in some butter, taste amazing. They are quite pricey, so for this dish, one, pricey, but second, I would go for the priciness for this dinner tonight, but it's gonna taste too much. It's gonna be overpowering. So I will take some of those and these other mushrooms in the stew. They're gonna be in between the potato roasty. So what I have done, I just cleaned them without water, just with a brush. Since these ones are not coming from the forest, they're grown often in darkness and almost sterile soil, so they're harvested in old mines and stuff like that. So I'm not saying that of course you should clean them, but cleaning them with water take away the taste. So brush away any dirt that's on them. I just chop them up a little bit because they're going to be too big and take too long time for the exercise I have in mind. To fry mushrooms, especially these ones, you have the white one that is called forest champignons, or champignon in Swedish. They contain quite a lot of water, and they are nice as they are, but I like to fry them in a hot pan with your salt, and you're gonna see it make a strange noise at that point. And the salt make the cell's membrane to crack open and release the water. So you get the water out of the mushroom and conserve the taste. They shrink quite a bit, and when they stop shrinking and stop boiling in their own water, so to speak, then it's time to add the butter, and in this case for me here the cream. So my favorite cold steel pan, big one. I'm gonna use, I can actually tie two of the parts together, so I'm gonna use 2 parts of a stove. I'm gonna start with champignon, use the Swedish word, and of course we need to release more water than the other ones. And we need some salt. A little bit of fan. Maybe not full power on the heat. And I'm not sure if you can hear it on the video, but you can hear the water leaving them. I'm gonna take out the butter, so I have that in hand. I'm not we changed the stove not too long time ago, and it's heating up extremely quick. I'm not really used to that, so now it's managed to break it in time. So but doing this way, otherwise if you put on butter right away, it's good as well, but it starts to cook in the bottom instead of just giving that last taste. So there's some salt on, and let them cook. If we get a little bit closer with the camera, we can have a look at them. They're shrinking together rather quickly, and now it's quite good stove here, but we want them all look like this one, more or less. So no, I guess they steamed up the lens, but reduce the heat. Time to put in the other ones. Some salt on them too. Now it smells just really good here. And put some butter in. And we add some black pepper, and I would like to find some thyme. And I sincerely hope that I have. And I run out of it. That's typical. Start to improvise then. Yeah. Nice work there. We take some dried out parsley. And now it's time to add some cream to this mixture. And some dried parsley. Empty it. Now I simply want this to reduce quite much. I think I need a little bit more cream. Oops. Taste. Tastes really good. What we could add to the mix . Yeah, about that. What this is called? Cumin, I think it's in. Not much, but a little bit. Ah! Somebody had moved my time. Now I'm saved. Somebody has cleaned my kitchen. I love it. So. Yeah, some time. Perfect. I think we actually can add a little bit more because we want to reduce this down quite heavily. And even if I put a lot of salt on, I think a little bit more, a little bit more black pepper. See where we end up. Just perfect. It should simmer away and reduce, as I said, quite heavily. We want to put this between the potato crusty, so we don't want it to be moist and just go out everywhere. So I let this cook here for some time, so there's not much liquid left, and let it cool down, and then continue with, I think we're going to jump on to do the meat. It's going to be in the sous vide for 2 hours, I believe, something like that, 2.5. So I'm going to brown that, but I need this pan for that, so this needs to be reduced or moved over to smaller pan and let it reduce. And I start with the meat. Continue with the main dish. So salon, eller oxfilet in Swedish. Normally I'm all for buying meat that come from close to us, Swedish ones, but the Swedish sirloin steak doesn't taste that good. So this is actually from Brazil. I had a really high hope about it, and normally it's very, very good. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to use all of this, so I'm going to just take the really good part in the center. There's 2 kilos here. We are 6 people tonight, so it's way too much. So The tail I'm going to use for something else that will take off. Some big tumblers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's say we take this head off. So put the knife under and take away this white membrane. See what I can do here. I mean, this is not very tasty. Even sirloin steak. So I can tie that in. What I'm going to do now is put some salt and pepper on these parts. That one is for me to try out for sous vide everything. Let's see. I started to heat my sous vide up over there. It's on 62 degree, and I'm gonna put the meat in there. And my plan is to very quickly brown this on a high heat, and then put it in the vacuum bag, and first put it in the fridge or refrigerator, and maybe 2 hours before serving free I put it in the sous vide. So it's let's see, I need to do some math there, so I wanted to rest a bit before also I fry it, because the best is to take it out of the sous vide, let it rest, have a cast iron frying pan, really heat, smack, just brown the edges and serve it. And by the way, the mushroom are close to finish, they are really thick now, so a couple of minutes more. So I season the meat. I think I'm going to then take off the mushroom and focus on browning the meat on high heat. I plan also to put some thyme on the meat, but sometimes it burns, it doesn't taste that good when you run it on high heat in the pan. So it's better than season it before I put it in the bag, and you guys can get a nice taste than running in the sous vide. So, some attention to this. This is done. It could cool down. So it's nice and thick. I'm gonna stay together between the potato. So, I'm gonna use a little bit of oil as well, not just butter, to be able to get the butter to coat on the high temperature so it doesn't burn too bad. We put this on as hot as it goes. Put some oil in. Now, since it's gonna heat mostly like this, so I'm gonna put the meat down like that. Careful so you don't get fat on your eyes. It's a little bit of 1002 while 1003. It doesn't take much. You just want to have a color and season it more closer, a little bit more. just set one of the stones off now, so I just have it here, so I'm just overheating the pan too much. So, heating it up a little bit. What I'm gonna do now is see if I can turn that part off a little bit. Since I found my time, stupid move. So, now we need to create some proper vacuum bags for this meat. Has run out of sous vide bags before, so I bought this earlier this week. Let's see if we can break into it. So this is just like a long tube. So first of all we seal the end. Okay. Please have not broken on me now. What's wrong with you? So I have browned the meat, put out my new bags, and I should seal one edge of it in my food saver vacuum machine, and it decided to fail on me. It's completely dead. So I improvised, MacGyver style. I have sealed the edge here with the iron for clothing, and now I see if this is gonna work. I cannot generate in a vacuum in an easy way, so I'm gonna put the bag in water, try to keep the pressure, put out the air out of the bag with the water pressure, try to seal it with this one, and then go in and seal it up with the iron. And my wife's probably gonna kill me if you know, but anyhow, So if you just stay down there, let some magic do its trick. You can see it, most of the air goes out at least. You can see if we can help it on its way. And if I just temporarily can close it like this. Far from a perfect vacuum, but we want heat transfer and from the water in the sous vide to this one, and I think we might just accomplish that. So let's see. Now it's not very tidy out here, but anyway. See if I can melt the plastic together. Yeah, it might just do that trick. Oh yeah. And I run it on wool, for you that want to try this idiotic thing themselves. I believe this is not how they intended these bags to work, but yeah. A bit more. Better safe than sorry. Signed, sealed and delivered. Yeah. So let's get out of here before my wife finds it. So, not the best vacuum seal, but not really vacuum at all, but at least some of the air got out in an easy way. What's the time? 4 o'clock. Gonna late evening tonight. It's around 8, so I think I should put this in the fridge. Next on the agenda, I need to figure it out. Anyhow, I see you soon. I just put this in the fridge and I come back to you. Bye. So, time for my main course, red wine reduction, and I'm gonna have some shallot onions. I'm gonna fry them up in the pan and just get them translucent, going over a little bit to brown with some raw sugar. Later on I'm gonna add stock from beef. I normally do this myself quite often when we have bought some game animal, also make our own stock. But we're out of it. It was too long a time ago since we bought some meat. Gonna use some red wine and some port wine, bay leaves, and some cumin in it, black pepper and salt, of course. So let's get started. I'm gonna, doesn't need to chop this very fine. I'm gonna put it all through a sieve later on, but we want to have a taste, of course, from an onion. and it also thicken up the sauce a bit. So put the stove on. A little butter in. Put it in already. Now wait, I put the sugar in. Then this starts to get translucent a little bit of color. I put maybe in here, not really a tablespoon, but something like that of raw sugar. It helps to release the flavor out of the onion and make it taste good, basically. While we're waiting on that one, we can this is concentrated stock, so we can put in some water as well. Don't throw away the last part. So, now it starts to get some color in here. Put the sugar in. Let it get a little bit more of color and let all the sugar dissolve and melt. So we put the stock in. And this contain, let's see, doing this by heart. Why do we make something to measure without putting how much it is? That's plain stupid. Okay, what could it be? Half a liter of stock. I'm not sure if I can use all of it. This is going to be on the stove reducing for quite a long time. So then fill up with red wine. Something like that. And we want some richness from the port wine. If it only would let me in to the bottom. Could it be close to 1 deciliter? want some bay leaf. Cumin. Could be something like that. And a little bit more. And I think the rest of the stock, there's room for that one too. So. Now this should gently simmer. I know that this touch thing on this stove go high wire if I get any water drops, I'll move it to this one. So basically I want to like to cook that and reduce that down to at least the half. And after that I go for a sieve, maybe reduce a little bit more depending how it tastes. Salt and pepper we should have in as well. And in the end I put some butter in it when it's clear and nice. Depending how thick it is, I either sometimes put in corn starch to get it thick. It doesn't flow out on the plate when serving, or this that I do not dare to pronounce. It's just a thickening agent. Cornstarch makes it sometimes, if you get it really clear and nice, you don't want to use cornstarch because it's turned a little bit milky. This one remains it clear and it thickens up. So this is as boring as watching paint dry. It's only going to boil down, and I'm gonna start doing the potatoes. So I'm gonna prepare for that off camera and go from there. Thanks. Yeah, now I have got a machine that makes quite a lot of noise, but it's basically a ball with sandpaper in it, and just throw the potatoes around and peel off the skin of them. Winter time it doesn't work, but now in summertime it works. So I'm just gonna grate them on this one, and I put the grated potato stuff in water because I want to get rid of as much starch as I can, and before I put this on a frying pan I let it drain and put it in a kitchen towel and squeeze out the water, and then fry it in maybe half a centimeters thick, like this. And then I'm going to stamp out a nice circle with it and create my potato creation with mushroom and all that. So let's go ahead. I have a lot of potatoes and it's quite boring to do. So just steam head. So see you when I'm done with this. So now I have grated a lot of potatoes in here. I changed the water 2 times. It's still get lots of starch in it, but I get rid of most of it. So what I like to do now is to get as much water out of it as I can. I'm gonna need to fry this in a couple of times. So let's see. First thing we do, brush as much as out as I can. is, I think, gonna be maybe 1.5 hand more. So while we have it here, I put some onion powder on. Put some onion powder on. Nutmeg. And I forgot some sweet paprika powder. And quite a lot of salt. So put it on heat. We don't want it too hot. Some oil. And some butter. So, a little bit thicker than I want it to be. Let's take just 2 big hands next time. So let's turn the heat down so we don't burn it. Let it get a nice crisp surface, and then we will try to flip it around some way. So let's just wait so we get a nice surface on this one. As I said, I hope I could flip it around somewhere. But we let this go here for a while and see a little bit later. So, moment of truth. See if I can turn this around. It holds together at least. I put some butter on a tray. Oh, it's become too hot. Shit. It's burned, but I'll see if I can do something with it. I don't want to throw it away right away. So now it's about a week after our 3 dishes dinner. I'm sitting here editing the videos and realize that there is no video about how I'm fixing the meat, put the potato together, and honestly I was very much a time optimist when doing this dinner. So I was not done when the guest arrived. That means that there was no real time to do a video, and I also forgot it. They started off with a nice champagne. Yeah, everything went from there. So video was not an option. So I'm trying to just summarize it. So the sous vide meat, filet mignon, turned out really good. Even if I did a MacGyver style with ironing, that turned out good. I just cut it up in 4 centimeters pieces, brown it on a really hot, on the stove. So that turned out great. What I did with the recipe was that for some reason I read that you should take away as much starch as it could. Not the right thing to do. That means that my recipe didn't stick together. It was a mess, and I had no time, and I didn't first understand what was going on. I had a hard time to get it as crispy and nice. I never got it as crispy as nice. I wanted to have it like a cookie, and then create the round dishes, and to put the mushroom thing in between. That didn't turn out. So what I needed, I got the potato recipe done. It got nice color, nice taste, but it was not crackly as a cookie. So I put it, so I can put it in the oven on a plate. Put the mushroom and one more. It was hard enough so I can put one more on the top. But if I would have heated up the mushroom, it would all float out. So I solved it by get some pastry. This pastry that has a lot of butter in it, that is mainly a number of layers of butter and pastry. And I put the picture after this, and I put the ring around, some egg on it, and baked it in the oven. So I got the crispiness from the pastry. The rest was not as crisp as I want, but was still potatoes. And in the end, it looked rather nice, tasted really good. So mission accomplished, even if it was not as I intended to be. So, and I created a salad, just salad, tomatoes, cucumbers, some olive oils, salt and pepper. Easy, straightforward. I didn't want to mess up anything with the rest of the tastes on the plate. And I served it and brought it out on the plates to the guests. And I posted a picture after this monologue here, so you can see how it turned out. So sorry about not having a video for the complete mess of the dish, but that's how things go. See you later.